Well, hey everybody, I went streaming again. My appointment took minutes. They went in, drained my lungs, didn't find any detectable bacteria, which is very, very good. And so I am on my way home. I have a drip I'll get tonight. The nurse is going to come tonight. So my medical took 15 minutes. So I am on my way home. I'm going to be on at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. Sorry, I got crud in my eyes. 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to do my Dragon Deals live shop today. I didn't get to do it yesterday. If you want to come in and fill a box live, that would be awesome. I hold up items. If you like them, we put them in your box. And then at the end, we get a total. I tell you how much it is with the shipping. You buy that size box, you give me a list, I sign it, and your items are on the way. Very, very easy. So we're going to do that at 3 p.m. today. So I decided to pop back in here. I just got off video, so I really don't have a whole lot to talk about, but I am on my way home, and I don't like to waste time. When I'm sitting here in the car just staring out the windshield, I'm not helping anyone, I'm not teaching anything, I'm not doing anything. So why not come on video and maybe I can say something that may or may not be helpful to you when you watch. If it is helpful to you, awesome. If it is not, hopefully maybe something I'll say will remind you or refresh your memory, or you can share the information I give you with somebody else. So what we're going to talk about, after I drink a little bit of my Gold tea, we're going to talk about product selection. I'm not going to talk about my shows or any of that. I am doing a show today at 3. But we're going to talk about product selection. Why am I talking about that? Well, I don't have to do much of that anymore, at least live, local. What I mean is going into a resale situation, buying stuff and flipping it. Not buying any products myself anymore. I'm doing drop shipping, US fulfilled drop shipping, by the way. And arrival time from the time of purchase to arrival at your front door, less than a week. They say 3 days, I say less than a week. I'd much rather tell you a little longer than it's going to be than have you waiting and it be late. So I add a little time to that. But I shouldn't, because I could compete with Amazon. As a matter of fact, it's the same company that fulfills orders for Amazon through third parties. So I decided to do it. I really did not want US fulfillment. US fulfillment is extremely expensive compared to my global fulfillment. But I have both. I have 10,000 listings. I'm saying these numbers, they are not accurate, but it's about accurate. And I have 10,000 listings maximum that are globally fulfilled. That means they can come from anywhere. Those take time. Those take 3 weeks sometimes. Okay, I've got 10,000 listings like that. Those are all pretty cheap items, pretty low price. Then I don't have this many yet, but I will have 60,000 US fulfilled listings. Right now, I think I have about an equal number of global fulfilled as US fulfilled. But I add 1,000 or so every day. I'll be up to 60,000 in a couple months, no problem. Now, why am I doing this US fulfillment? I don't like US fulfillment because it costs more money. But your buyer gets the item much faster, and it's a US fulfilled company. So you make more sales. You make very little money, almost nothing. But I'm not having to spend money to make it. So if I just make a few dollars on each item, that's fine. Basically, I'm just getting paid to process orders for the US fulfilled. Now, the global fulfilled stuff actually turns me a nice profit. Not a big profit, but an okay profit. And the global fulfilled is where all my sales are coming from. My US sales are terrible because I don't target a US market. But I am targeting a US market because I have no choice. I live in the United States. The president's making it so everything's going to cost ridiculous sums of money to get here. So global fulfilled and US fulfilled are going to end up being about the same amount of price. However, you get a lot more for your money on the global fulfilled, I'm telling you guys. It's ridiculous to pay $20 and $30 to have an item in 2 days. Why? Wait a week, save $20. But I'll have the items that are globally fulfilled and the US fulfilled sitting right next to each other. Matter of fact, I have identical products. Some come from wherever, some come from the US. Look at the price difference. And you'll see why I don't like US fulfilled. And on that price difference, I might make $1 or $2 on the US fulfilled. I might make 5 or 6 on the global fulfilled. So just telling you, it's a real pain in the ass. Honestly. I don't pay attention to where the items come from because I'm not in a hurry to get it. I much rather save the money. So I'm the type that actually goes and looks at a store, and I don't care if it's globally fulfilled. I'll wait because I like to save the money. Most global shoppers are like me. They'll pay less and wait a little for their item. So my global option is not coming out of my store. I'm going to always leave it there, even though I will lose some sales because people won't be 100% sure on their shipping time. But you can pretty much tell, if you're paying $87 for a little tunic blouse and it says ships from the USA, obviously that's something you're paying extra for because you get it in a week. You could probably find a very similar blouse, maybe not as good quality, from my China store for half of that money. But you're going to wait 3 weeks to get it. So you're going to have the option for both in my store. I can't do one without the other. I could do the global fulfillment because that's what I started with, without the US fulfillment, but then I'd never get hardly any US sales. I need the US sales. That's a high volume market. Even though it doesn't make me any real cash, it does help my business. So I've got to have the US sales. Plus, I'm preempting striking here. As soon as all of these global fulfilled sellers, and almost all people are that way, as soon as they get a 25% increase on the product cost and then the tariffs and extra bull that they have to deal with customs, as soon as that comes down the pipe, everyone's going to have to be using US fulfillment, which means sales are going to bottom out to almost nothing. See, I make my money globally. Now my global customers have to sift through 60,000 products to find, because they can still buy them US fulfilled, it just costs them a fortune to get. So they have to sift through all that 60,000 US fulfilled products to find the items they actually want to buy. So it's not as good for my global people. They'll have way more choice. And if they want to pay that crazy money, they can. But to get the good deals globally for me, I still have the same amount available, but it's going to be harder to find because it's going to be mixed in with US fulfilled. So my global sales will hurt a little bit, and that's what's paying my bills. But my US sales hopefully will take up the slack. So I'm doing a little bit of a wiggle transition. So how do I determine what products to carry? Now I'm going to tell you to do something that I don't do. If you go look at keywebco.com, you're going to see I have every freaking thing you could ever imagine. I'm going to have 70,000 listings in there. I'm trying to become a platform or compete with platforms directly. And I do, guys. Already I do. I come up above Google quite often. I come up above Amazon quite often in Google search. My little microsites and funnels for all those products I have. Plus my other things, my blogs. So I'm competing with the platform. So don't do that. You do not want to have everything. Don't do what I'm doing. Be a niche. The reason these platforms have told everyone to be a niche for so long is you can only corner out a market of value as a niche. If you try to do what I'm doing and sell everything and try to corner out a market, cut yourself out of a market of every single product type, you will fail. I'll probably fail at it. But it doesn't matter if I fail or not. I have enough market of my own customers, my own businesses, that I won't fail entirely. In other words, my Google search results on certain targeted things that I've done the work on, I can come up at the very top and I can beat Amazon for sales. Not a problem, I do it all the time. But that's only a very small percentage of that 70,000 listings. Very small. All those other ones are just sitting in my store. They're not going to get any action. They're not going to get any activity until I create a blog or a video or something to draw the attention to that product. Once I've done that, I come up at the top of search. But it took me, 10 years to develop a system that would do that? Do not do what I am doing. Do what I say. Find a product type or niche that you are expert in. blog on it, YouTube on it, share items from your store and other stores on it. Become the most important thing in your niche. If you're selling bedding, you should know about fabrics, you should know about the string or the thread used to make the bedding, you should know about double stitch, cross stitch, hems, you should know about searing and sear stitches, and you should know about quilting, what kinds of quilting. You should know every single thing about your product and what it's made out of and how it's manufactured. And you know what you do? You just take all those things you know about it, you write a little microsite or a blog or a website, and then include a few of your items in it. That's all you need to do to come up at the top of search. Why? Because when people search on Google, Google provides them with the most relevant sites and information, not what they're going to buy. That's eBay. Google provides them with the information they need to make an informed decision. That's their objective. So if you include items in something that gives them the information to make an informed decision, you don't have to worry what your seller matrix is or if you're being pushed to Google by eBay or any of that crap, because it doesn't make any difference. Search trumps everything. If you can become the authority, let's say it's comforters, let's say you only sell comforters, you become the authority on comforter. You've got every type of comforter they make, you have a lot of choice for your buyers, you have blogs about it, you have useful information, you have videos that you put in your sites to tell them how to clean them, and just everything they can ever want to know about comforters. When someone goes and looks for a comforter on Google, do you think that eBay listing that is way down in some metric somewhere is going to show up? Hell no. What's going to show up are the websites and the microsites and the articles written about that topic. Then your products. Why not beat the products and have your products in with the information? That's how you become successful, and that's how you choose which products to sell. You find your niche, you find what you can make a profit on, and then you find what you can get to come up at the top of Google. Because if you're doing anything other than that, you're wasting your time. The products are irrelevant. Getting them found is all that matters. You could sell toothpicks. Yes, those little cheapy wooden toothpicks. You can sell wooden toothpicks if you are the most important wooden toothpick seller that there is. Or you have the best information about toothpicks. It has nothing to do with the toothpicks that you're carrying. It has to do with the content surrounding it. And that is what determines what your products are. What content can you create from your business that will get that product noticed or sold? That's what you have to do. It doesn't matter what you're selling. If someone's interested in it, they're going to buy it. What matters is that they know that you have it for sale, and the only way you can do that is provide good content. So basically, I'm telling you, what you carry in your store doesn't make a hill of beans. Getting it seen by producing good content makes all the difference. That could be just a funny post, have nothing to do with the products you carry. Remember that. We look as e-commerce sellers at the bottom line. This profit, this margin, this competition, these item specifics. You need all that. But that doesn't mean anything. What really matters, it means something that, you know what I mean? What really matters is that someone knows you have it. That's what matters. Because if no one knows you have it, you could have the best price, the best products, the most attractive store on earth. For example, go look at keywebco.com. I've got a lovely store. It's got all the bells and whistles. It has little welcomes and all this stuff. Little too many pop-ups. I got to work on that. But it's a lovely store. I get compliments on it all the time. But I'm going to tell you something else. My store is crap. My store is total crap. You heard me correctly. I'm calling my own business crap. Why? Because it's not yet professional. Now go look at my store, keywebco.com. See if you can tell me what's wrong with my store. It won't take you too long, I don't think. So go look at keywebco.com and see if you can figure out why is he saying this attractive store with all the bells and whistles is crap. What's crap about it? What is wrong? As a consumer, what can I not do at keywebco.com? Might take you a minute to figure out what I'm referring to, but I'll go ahead and tell you. My collections are just god-awful. They are useless. They have the wrong items in them. They're all auto-generated. My tags are not organized or set correctly in any of that. In other words, if you were shopping at keywebco.com, about the only way that you can easily find your item is to use my search feature. Now, I have a fantastic search feature. I'm going to have 70,000 items in there, guys. That means that there's no syllabus. There's no place that you can click and say, I need a men's t-shirt size small, and all the men's t-shirts size small come up. The only way you can do that is with my search engine. That is crap. That's terrible. Most people window shop. They can window shop. They can look at my collections. They'll see some of what they're looking for, but they can't. There's no menu for them to easily sift through. That is something that I'm building after the fact, which is harder to do than build it as you're adding items to the store. But I have to get all the items in there. Once I get them all in there, then I have to go back and I'm going to delete all of the tags from everything. And I'm literally going to go item by item and re-tag everything for the collection it needs to be in. 70,000 items. Me and a VA doing it all by hand. So it's going to take quite some time. Now, we'll be able to do it kind of in bulk. Like, I go to this search on Shopify and I'll type in t-shirts. Men's and women t-shirts will come up. And there might be a few other things that aren't t-shirts that come up. I uncheck those and then I tag them all t-shirts. Then I go and I type men's. Everything that's men's come up. I have to go through and see which ones came up that don't belong. And then I tag it men's. So to make my collection, I tag men's t-shirts. And then my collection is auto-generated by the tags that we add to the products. Right now, they're partially from tags, partially from titles. They're incomplete, and there's a lot of things that don't belong. Like you can see dog toys in with people toys. You can see pet costumes in with human costumes. All that can be fixed with tags once they're functional. So, that beautiful store that everyone uses the search engine to find what they're looking for, because that's the only way that they can do it easily, is total crap in my eyes. My business is crap because I don't have it professionally finished. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy window shopping and look at the collections and see a majority of the products, but a lot of them are not going to show in the collections. I'm going to lose sales because people might be looking for one particular thing that should be in a collection that's not properly tagged, so they don't see it. But if they use the search, it would come up. So my store is not professional yet. Not professional, even though I'm operating it like it is. I tell you these things so you guys know when you see all my big fancy stuff and you see the numbers I'm getting, I do very well, guys. You'll know that even with all that fancy crap and all the things that I've got going for me, I still have some of the same basic issues that a lot of stores have. For example, window shopping in my store is no good. You have to use search. Now you can find the items in search. Excellent. I have great search. But if you just wanted to browse through all of my coffee cups, you would have to do that in search. You go look at the coffee cups collection, if I even have one. I think I do. It's going to be incomplete. It's only going to have maybe 1/100th of the items that are actually available. So I've got to fix that, but I can't do that until I've done a lot of editor work. I tell you guys these things so you realize that, you know, a lot of people see these gurus, they come in here and they charge you a bunch of money and tell you a bunch of crap, you're going to figure it out on your own. The only way I charge you is if I work for you, I do something for you. I will charge you $225 to make you a fancy website that everyone's going to love, that has good SEO, and you will love, and it will cost nothing after I set up your website. All you have to do is fill out a few things, and you're good to go. I make all of your graphics. I even include the graphics package for Facebook, Twitter, Google, all the websites, all the social media sites, all matching the new logos and everything I make for you. If you have that already made, I will use what you have and improve it. So I do that for $225. You can get that at the, it's kind of a long address. It's Key Website Company, all one word, Key Website Company. .mystrikingly.com. You can get a website for me there. I will also show you how you can do the same thing that I do for you and charge for free. Now, it won't be near as good as what I can do, but you can do these for free. I will show you how to do that for free mostly. I might charge you $50 to do a Zoom if you need me to go in and do some of your code work for you, or your policies and stuff. But other than that, if you set up your own site, basically I'll help you for free, unless I have to do a Zoom, and then it's $50. Otherwise, you pay me $225, and I make one that I make it for you. It takes me a day or two. Then you look at it live on my account. If you like it, then we transfer it over. Otherwise, I do more edits. After we transfer it over, any changes have to be done by you, or we have to do a Zoom. So we get it the way you kind of want it. Now, you can change it easy, but we get it kind of the way you want it, then we transfer it over, and then it's your site. Easy peasy, color breezy, no future cost if you do the free version. If you upgrade to the Pro, which is awesome, you can embed stuff, all kinds of extra tools. That's only $200 a year, and you can sell 300 listings at no cost to you. That means just your PayPal processing. No final value fees, nothing. It's your own website. As a matter of fact, when you buy a box from my little lot show today, it's a strikingly website you're buying that box from. Works through PayPal. It's just like eBay or anything else. So, that's a little information about your products. Notice I didn't really talk too much about the products when I was talking about products. I was talking about how to get them found, because one without the other is useless. Doesn't matter what you sell. You can sell toothpicks for that matter. But you need to have the content to back your products, the content to back your objective. If you provide good content, that is going to get the butts in the seat. Then you try to make a sale. Most people do it wrong. They try to put an item in someone's face. Buy this, buy that. No one's going to even look at it. But if you say, hey, this Gold Peak tea has extra sugar in it. Do you know I have diabetes? Someone's going to pay attention. I sell another kind of tea that doesn't have all that sugar. That's how you make money. If you do it any other way, all you're going to do is either, I can buy that anywhere. I'll just buy it from Amazon. You have to give them a reason why they would want to buy the item that they can buy on Amazon from you. I provide two. My biggest reason is value. I normally have a better price. The other reason I do it is I also have additional content with everything that you get. So let's say you buy a birdhouse kit from me. Now in my listing, it looks like any other listing. But after you buy that birdhouse, I might send you an email with a blog that I wrote about building birdhouses with links on how to do everything. Provide that little bit of extra customer service, and you'll have a repeat buyer. That's the difference between your own business and a platform. You could do that on a platform, then just go buy it from somebody else that comes up in search. So what you carry doesn't matter. How you carry it does, and the content that you use to share it around. Alrighty guys, I'm going to let you go. It is a little after 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. I will be on video 3 p.m. about this afternoon. I'm going to hold up a bunch of sheet sets, give them numbers, and you are more than welcome to fill boxes. You can do it in the live show, which is what I prefer, or you can send me messages. If you send me messages, do not purchase a box until after I get back to you, because maybe those items are gone. The prices I'm putting, they will not be available long. I'm going to do that at 3 p.m., so have the credit card ready. I don't take checks. You can pay any other way you like. Any card. It's through Strikingly. I accept all payments. Except checks. I don't do checks. Digital check you can do, but like the mailing and COD and all that, I don't do any of that crap. Alrighty guys, well I will see everyone at 3 o'clock. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe this weekend. It's been psychotic. It's very early, and Popo is everywhere. That's the police. You're gonna get tickets this weekend, so mind your P's and Q's. Alright guys, I will talk to everyone at 3 o'clock.